Hi, welcome to Vegetables Day 126. And it is Therapy Thursday. So I did go to physical therapy today. I am supposed to have my evaluation next week. But I really don't think it's been enough times to really do an evaluation to see if there's any change. I mean, yes, I am getting less stiff, but I don't think I've gained any strength. And I am still feeling some of the burning and numbing sensation in my leg. So, I don't know what's going to happen next week. They have not changed my home exercises at all, with the exception that one of the exercises is called the clams, where you lay on your side, bend your knees, and you lift your top leg up and down. They have recommended that I use one of those latex bands. So I'll start doing that this week, but I really don't think it's been long enough. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They did increase one of the exercises to give me some more resistance this week. But only when it's a machine where I lay on my back. And I put my feet up and I push with my feet. And I do, I do both feet, and then I do the right foot and then the left foot. And the only one they changed was the one where I was doing both feet. So I don't know. I don't understand why I have an evaluation already. But hopefully it'll be where, they'll want to continue, that, they're seeing some progress, and they'll make the determination that it's okay to go ahead and continue. I mean, Medicare pays for a lot more than just 6. And that was actually only 5. 5 sessions. I mean, that's nothing. But we'll see. As another part of therapy, I off and on have been attending via Zoom a cancer support group, and the therapist that is in charge of that has decided that she's not going to offer it over the summer. I mean, typically there is low attendance over the summer anyway, but there hasn't been really good attendance via Zoom. And then, unfortunately, 2 of the members died. So, yeah, that left me basically, there's just usually only 4 or 5 of us, so that would leave 2 or 3, so, I guess we'll see what happens in the fall when she decides to go ahead and restart the group. I'm afraid by then, unless we can get it back in person, I'm afraid by then there just won't be anybody interested, and it'll be disbanded, which is sad, because it really did help me in my time of need. It did really help me feel more at ease with not working. I mean, when I first stopped working, I felt guilty because, you can't see. When you look at me, you can't tell that I'm sick. you can't tell that I have multiple chronic diseases. And so, I got a lot of slack from my coworkers for not coming to work. Well, I don't feel good either, and I still come to work. I got a lot of that. Quite frankly, I was on a team, like one account, and then part of the account there was a team that worked only with certain products, and that was a team of 3. I'm the only one still living. So I'm thankful for that. So in essence, not quitting, I think, was a very good decision for me, because that has allowed me to concentrate on my health, concentrate on me, and not have to worry about, going to work and, getting all that stress because I keep messing up because I can't think straight, or prime example is my video yesterday. What's going on in my head is not what comes out of my mouth. I think it was, I don't even remember exactly what it was. I just remember that when I listened back to the video, the word competition came out of my mouth. But I want to say that it was competitive. No. Coordination. I don't remember. I do not even remember what it was. Comparable. I think it was comparable. I don't know. Whatever the word was I was supposed to say. My brain said that's what came out of my mouth. And that's what I heard come out of my mouth. But when I played the video back, strangest thing, I was like, competition? Why did I say competition? That's not what was in my head, and that's not what I heard come out when I recorded it. I don't know, have you ever had anything like that happen before? Strangest thing ever. But, the group was very helpful in me realizing that, I'm not alone. That I'm not the only person that finds it difficult to function while on treatment. And with me, it was, a very unique situation, because I didn't have, and, that was another part of the whole treatment process and not working process that was difficult for me, was because with most cancers, you have a certain period of treatment and then you're done. Or the cancer gets worse and worse and worse and worse. But with me, I did have that short period of treatment with the one medication, but I stayed on the other medication, and my disease was controlled. So what my coworkers didn't understand is, it's just a pill. Why can't you function? Why is it that you think you can't work? Why can't you come to work? Why do you think that, you're just being lazy, or you're just being over dramatic? And going to group really helped me understand that there is a thing called chemo brain, that it is real, and that even if you take the medicine and you're off of it, it can have lasting effects. And I was still taking the pill every day. And, one of the big side effects of that medicine was fatigue. And it took me a while to realize that fatigue can not only be physical, but it can be mental. And when you get, when someone gets mentally fatigued, they can't, they can't straighten out their thoughts in their head. I still have days, even though it's been, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 9 months. It's been 9 months since I took this medicine. And I still have days where if there is too much coming at me at once, I'm like, whoa, one thing at a time. And then sometimes I get so fatigued and tired that I'm like, I can't handle this today. Especially if I don't get a good enough night's sleep. So, it's like people say, well, just push through it. And therapy and the support group is what helped me push through it. Or, I'm sorry, let me back up and say that. The support group is what's helped me realize that it's a fatigue you can't just push through. So, that helped me a lot. And I haven't been attending a lot lately. I thought with it being online that I would. But I don't know. I guess it just wasn't the same online. Really enjoy the in-person setting. I mean, we're doing the same thing online as we are in person. So, I don't know what the difference is, but there's just something about meeting in person that makes such a difference. I guess it's because, I don't know. But having said that, if there is something that you are struggling with emotionally, seek out help. If I've been doing some one-on-ones with a graduate student, it wasn't very effective for me. I just didn't click with the guy. I'm sorry. Just didn't click with the guy, so I didn't really get anything out of it. But, that doesn't mean that I couldn't benefit from somebody else. And, I think that's part of it too, because a graduate student's been running the meeting, and I just didn't click with her. I have a hard time clicking with interns for some reason. Although last year, I really liked him. He was really good. I enjoyed him. But, just because you have one therapist and it doesn't seem to be helping, find another one, because I've heard that it many times takes several different therapists before you find the one that truly understands you and can relate with you and truly understand how to help you. And see if there's a support group in your area. Even if you don't get individual therapy, being in a group of people who have gone through what you have done or what you have gone through makes a huge difference. I mean, you'll have somebody say, well, yeah, I lost my aunt to cancer, or I lost my mom to cancer, and I've lost my, my kid to cancer. Well, of course, the kid is a little different, but knowing somebody that has had cancer is a totally different perspective than someone with cancer. The one thing I did like about the group is that if caregivers wanted to join the group, they're welcome to do that. And, that is good, because if there's more than one caregiver, then the caregivers get support too. It also helps with the cancer patient, because the person that the caregiver is caring for may not always reach out to them to need help. And so if the caregiver expresses some concern that they don't feel like they're doing enough, or the patient is not asking for help when they really need it, that can also help us as a group encourage the patient to seek out help. Don't be so stubborn. If you need help, ask for it. And that's one thing I do have problems with, is I do have problems with asking for help. I'm getting better at it. As far as the physical therapy, like I said, we'll see what happens next week. I will continue to do my exercises every day. And, the excitement of the day, though, was my blood pressure. It was 112/62. Yes! Yes! I'm so excited. That makes me so happy. Because the more times that my blood pressure is that low, the more likelihood that my doctor is going to be to take me off this medicine. And I know this medicine that he has me on is just making me so tired and so sleepy. So, yes. Because like I said, I'm on, 4. The aspirin, and then 2-3 other prescription medicines. 4 medicines for my heart. And I hope to be able to get off most, if not all of them. Because my heart just, like they claim, your heart disease reverses with a whole foods plant-based diet. So, I did have dinner tonight. It was a little too salty, but that's because I had too heavy of a hand. I made everything from scratch. I had corn. Well, you make corn from scratch, but I had corn with plant butter, and then I made garlic mashed potatoes with onion gravy. And I put too much salt in the gravy. I mean, I should have known. It called for the recipe calls for chicken stock. Well, of course, I'm not going to use chicken stock. So I used Better Than Bouillon vegetable. And I should have known that was going to be pretty salty. But, lesson learned. It was still delicious. It's just a little too salty. So, something that I will make on occasion. So I'll just have to remember that when I use the Better Than Bouillon, that I really don't need to add any extra salt. Well, that's the video for today. I hope that you do get something out of it, especially if you're struggling with something. Reach out to someone, even if it's me through email. which my email is vegetables@gmail.com. That's vegetables @gmail.com. You know, if you just want somebody to talk to, write me an email. Put something in the comment section. But also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. And then hit that notification bell so that you know when I upload a video every day. But you know, if you need somebody to listen, I'm here for you. I'm more than happy to, you know, have you bounce ideas off me, or whatever you're going through, bounce it off of me. And you know, I'll be happy to help in any way that I can emotionally. Granted, I'm not a licensed therapist, but sometimes you don't need a therapist's point of view. You just need somebody to listen and somebody to empathize with you, to know that, you know, you're not in the same boat. So with that, I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for what's supposed to be Foodie Friday, but we will see what happens. I have an appointment tomorrow morning with the neurologist, so as long as everything else goes well, I will be cooking something up tomorrow. And once again, thank you so much for watching.